My name is Wobiade Kehinde Samuel. I'm a practicing fertility scientist, a brand ambassador for Fertigate. I want to tell you 10 things you need to know about surrogacy. 10 things you need to know about surrogacy. Number 1, surrogacy is not like adoption. Let me explain. In adoption, it means you take a child, whether it belongs to somebody you know or you do not know, and through a legal means and documentation, it becomes your own child. That is adoption. But in surrogacy, it is genetically involve one person or two persons. So surrogacy is not like adoption. Adoption means genetically the baby does not belong to you. I mean intending parents. But in surrogacy, genetically the baby is belong to intending parents. That is number 1. Number 2, there are two types of surrogacy. One, we have gestational surrogacy and traditional surrogacy. In gestational surrogacy, that means the woman that wants to help other women to carry pregnancy, none of his gamete is involved. That means what they are using in that woman is a womb. That woman will not drop her egg. It will not pass through any processes it will not pass through a process of ovarian stimulation, whereby her egg is not involved. That is gestational surrogacy. It is the one that is very common, and when you are doing this, it involves legal. Anywhere you want to do surrogacy, especially gestational surrogacy, you need to involve lawyer. There is going to be a legal documentation about gestational surrogacy. But in traditional surrogacy, which is not common, that means the lady who wants to carry that pregnancy will produce her egg to carry the pregnancy for another couple. It has a less legal, because everybody will know that the lady that is carrying pregnancy, her egg was used, which means to a certain extent, genetically, that baby still belongs to that surrogate that carried that pregnancy. Number 3, IVF is required if you want to do surrogacy, because if you do not involve IVF, how do you want to explain that a lady is carrying pregnancy for you and you are sleeping with that lady? It is not surrogacy again. Even the least that could happen, let's say it is traditional surrogacy that I told you is not common, whereby the egg of the lady that wants to carry pregnancy is involved. The highest you could do is IUI. You do IUI, that means his sperm will be inseminated to that lady because the lady is using her egg. So IVF must be required. All of us, we need to know that. Number 4, surrogate is not the egg donor. Any lady or woman that want to carry pregnancy for any couple must not donate her egg, because what they needed in her body is only her womb just to carry that pregnancy. Number 5, surrogacy is for both male and female, husband and wife, and especially when there's a continuous repeated IVF and there's no serious indication about why the pregnancy is being miscarried repeatedly in any woman's body, then the professional will suggest surrogacy. And there are some health conditions that may not warrant any woman to carry pregnancy to term. The professional can suggest surrogacy. That is why we said surrogacy involves both man and a woman, because if a woman is not, he cannot use her egg, the husband's semen is going to be used. That is, the man is involved. And when that lady comes, when that baby comes out, the woman will be involved because the baby is her baby. The baby is her husband's baby. God will help us. Number 6, legal documentation is required for surrogacy, not only in Nigeria, so that the story that touches will not come up. So before you do any surrogacy program in anywhere, ask them. Because we hear series of story that whereby lady will help couple carry pregnancy, they will say he run away with the pregnancy. But if there's a legal documentation, there's no way any woman in anywhere can run away with pregnancy, because the surrogacy company will have done a due diligence search to know where the surrogate lives, people around her, her relation that can put down his or her name, that if you don't see this lady with your pregnancy, with your baby, come and take me. So that is why it is necessary that when you want to do surrogacy, approach IVF center with a surrogacy company as a partner. You know, all this one that some of you will call from abroad, I want somebody to help me carry pregnancy. When they tell you how much you are going to pay, you say you don't have that kind of money. Somebody somewhere will say, come me 2 couple. I can help you get somebody to carry pregnancy. They now go and carry one Bukola from east to come and help you carry pregnancy in Lagos. That one will now start telling you, by the time the procedure is now successful, now start bringing a lot of conditions. I've seen a situation whereby when a lady found out that the couple that is carrying their pregnancy, they lives in abroad, start bringing up that if I must born this baby, you must do visa for me. I want to born in abroad. Is that part of this agreement? No. That is why legal is seriously required when you are doing a valid surrogacy program. Before any lady will be used to carry pregnancy for anybody, psychological and medical screening is involved. That is number 8. A right center will do all the necessary screening before they allow any woman to carry pregnancy for another person. So don't just think that they will just pick anybody because they don't do the legal, they just do the legal and everything. Just say, okay, let's go. No. Screening will be done. Medical screening and psychological screening will be done. Even to a certain extent, proper check, fertility check will be done too. That's number 8. Number 9, surrogacy is restricted in some country. Not everywhere. You should know that. So that maybe the country you are living, you can go and find out whether in that country surrogacy is not allowed. But in Nigeria, I think surrogacy is allowed in Nigeria. But proper things must be done. That is number 9. Number 10, surrogacy gives hope, but not guarantee. That's what I used to tell people. It gives hope. Do you know what we mean by not guarantee? The way you yourself carry pregnancy and you are getting repeated miscarriages. That is the same way it can happen to the surrogate too. So it's not like, how come the lady not test positive? How come the lady lost pregnancy? Surrogate can lose pregnancy. Surrogate can take embryo, good embryo, and still tested negative. The same thing that happen to normal human being, or normal woman, normal wives, can happen to surrogate. Despite the fact that majority of surrogates, they are fertile, they are young before we start using them for program, they can still test negative to IVF procedure. They can still carry pregnancy, and along the line, they can miscarry. Another thing you need to know about surrogacy is that surrogacy is not cheap. You need to know. It's very expensive. That is why if you need to do it, you must prepare for that journey. But I will advise every woman that is waiting on God for fruit of the womb, if you know that your age is above 53 and you are still waiting on God for fruit of the womb, or you need a child or you need a children, do surrogacy. Call for help. Ask people to help you financially. Don't just sit down and keep looking. God will help us. My name is Wojo Adekande Samuel. I'm a practicing fertility scientist, a brand ambassador for Fertility. Till I come your way next time. God is good. Bye.